Well, fishers, here we are again. Still nothing really exciting to talk about, I can tell you. This weather's pretty ordinary. Talking to old Maso down in Aubrey, as I always do, and he tells me there's a few fish coming out of Dartmouth. Pretty sure he's not making it up. He must have got a report or two here and there. And it's certainly worth the effort, slip down to Dart. It's a reasonably comfortable place to fish, good boat ramps, all that sort of stuff. One of the tricks down there at the moment is fishing with gudgeons under bobble floats. Now, if you want any information on that, come in and I'll give you a rundown. Doing it over these reports takes a little bit of time. It's a little bit time consuming, so we'll keep that one pretty short. But yeah, it's certainly worth the effort down there. Trolling's okay. Lead lining through the middle of the day if you get a sunny day, which is pretty difficult at the moment. But as you can see, a little bit of activity down there. Hume Weir. I've had a couple of reports from the Hume Weir and some photos come through of some very nice brown trout, but they're few and far between, and the odd big yellow belly as well. Keeping in mind there is not a lot of fish getting caught down there, but the quality is fantastic. So no real secrets, just trolling McGraths, merlins, anything of that nature around. CC minnows are doing quite good. They're getting a few yellows and also the odd big trout on those as well, so it's worth a bit of a shot. The Murray below the Weir is very high at the moment because they're letting a lot of water down and Moala is getting filled. So as we speak, Moala's filling. Haven't heard any decent reports from there, but there's still a few crays getting caught down in the Murray below. It was fantastic last week. I don't know if this high water is going to slow it down a little bit, but we'll cross our fingers and hope. And we'll keep you informed about Moala. If it starts to fire up, obviously, when it fills up, it'll be good. All the boat ramps are back in the water pretty well, so you'll get in and fish it without any trouble at all. The water's back over the flat, seen a couple of pictures of it and it looks okay. The Murrumbidgee River around Wagga, I went down about 2 or 3 hours ago and had a look, and it's just clear enough to spin now. By about Saturday lunchtime, yeah, should be pretty well spot on as long as we don't get any more heavy rain. It looks pretty good. There's a few crays coming in. Just had a young fella in a couple of minutes ago and he said he got a few crays down there today. He was down near Ashmont, so there's a little bit of activity close to town. This dirty water made the crays move a little bit better than I thought they would. Not much activity at Old Man Creek, but it's certainly worth a bit of a drive and a bit of a look. And if we get a few warmer days, I'd be getting the old surface lures out again, I can tell you now, especially the Moonwalker. I think you'll have a great deal of success on that one. A little bit of activity in Blowering, but off the bank with bait still. We've been talking about that one for a while now, and it's still yabbies off the bank. Seem to be the best bet, yellows, a few cod, that sort of thing. Still getting the odd rainbow trout, but the reports aren't flowing in. Now, Talbingo's worth a bit of a shot at the moment as well, but the Sioux City end and drifting and casting blades is definitely the way to go. And I did get a report from Junimar, which we don't mention very often, off the bank with bait and also flicking a few lures around there, a few nice rainbows and browns coming out of it. Obviously you can't put a boat in on Junimar, or I should say obviously, but you can't put a boat in on Junimar Dam. But walking the bank's quite okay, and it's quite productive most of the time. As you can see, we've got some good activity around us. The 3 top dams, the snowy dams, are all fishing really well, but you've got to be pretty brave to be up there. I'd say be more inclined to, book a cabin if you're going to stay overnight rather than camp out. But Tantangra, certainly worth the effort. It's rising very quickly. All the others are steady or rising, and they're all producing fish, trolling, bait fishing, fly fishing, it doesn't matter. The keen boys are into it, and if you've got the gear to rug up, well, look, it's going to be fantastic up there, I can assure you. They fish better on the overcast, breezy days than they do on the bright sunny days, except for Jindabyne. If you get a real stormy week or a few miserable days through the week, and then the next day that's nice and fine and sunny, Jindabyne's perfect for Polaroid. You get the trout come up into the shallows, and that's what you'll find in Blowering too. The trout will come up into the shallows and start to feed. So as you can see, we've got enough activity around us to keep us happy, but it's not firing by any means. Good luck and good fishing. Compleat Angler's Fishing Report for this week. We'll catch you next week.